Hi, welcome to another episode of Home Studio Workshop. A couple of weeks ago I bought two new keyboards. One for travelling, which is a Samson Graphite 25, 25 keys, which is okay. And I also bought the Nectar Impact 61 Plus, which is superb. However, both of them have complications when it comes to setting them up with Cubase or with anything else, I would imagine, but I only have Cubase, so I can only judge by that. I'm going to do a couple of episodes, one for the 25 and one for the Nectar, just going through the basics of setting them up, because there seems to be a bit of a paucity of information on it on YouTube, and we'll have a bash at putting it right. So this is the first of the two, and this is all about the Samson Graphite 25. Okay, this is how you set up a Samson Graphite 25 for Cubase anyway, but for anything else as well. Turn it on, obviously. Hit the preset button. Go to data and scroll through using the plus and minus buttons to find the one you want. In this case, I'm looking for Cubase, so I screw blah blah blah, Logic Pro Tools, Cubase. There it is. Press enter. Loading. Done. And it should then say preset 4 there. Job done. Now, of course, we have to go into Cubase to do the other half of the setup, because there are always two halves to these setups. Here we are in Cubase, or I'm sure that whatever software you're using, there will be a similar setup. Go to devices, in this case, device setup, and you need to add here a Mackie control. Go to the MIDI input. This is not going to show up on here because this is not the computer I use, but in the MIDI input file you will find a file called MDIN5 in MUDIN5. Click on that, apply, OK, and you're done. It's as simple as that, and then it should all work. How to assign your pads. First off, setup. Hit the pad you want. It'll go P1. It's now on pad 1. Using the page, scroll through to the note and put in the note you want. Note 36 is C1, which is a kick drum. Push enter and it's done. Back to main, and that will now play. This S1 here is programmed to control the master volume of your software. I do not recommend using it. Once you've set it on the keyboard, it'll keep going back to the setting that you've set on the keyboard and override that one on the software. So it's better off to use the Cubase master volume, if you ever touch it at all, which to be honest you really never do, and I don't anyway. So that's that. All these track controls are all these transport controls will now be working, and they are obvious. Rewind plus stop plus play plus record. That one there switches between the two banks of pads, from the A bank to the B bank. very obviously. And of course you can set up all the pads on the B bank just as we just did on the A bank. Simple as that. Now all we're left with is these. The top row, E1 to 4, will control pan on whatever tracks they are applicable to. The next four, the bottom E4, E5 to E8, will select the tracks and then control the volume. It goes clunk onto the track and then controls the volume of the track. The F1, 2, 3, 4 will arm whatever track it applies to. And that's it. Okay, that wasn't too hard, was it? If you liked it, like it. If you want to comment or ask me a question or anything like that, get in touch for the usual wherever. And see you later.